Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be having some fun. This is actually exciting for me. We're going to look at one of my sparring partners, Jauncey, who is a two-time Glory title challenger. And we're going to see how he does in rounds against Superlek, who by many people's opinion right now is the #1 pound for pound striker in the world. Why do I like being able to do stuff like this? And why is it important for you to look at people you spar against and see how they do against others? It's a very good gauge to know what your skill level is. Granted, I haven't sparred with Josh recently. I think like from 2014 to probably 2020, 21, we would get together a lot to spar. We haven't done it as frequently, hasn't been competing as much over in Vancouver and dealing with injuries. But still, it's going to be fun to see how he does. So he is over in Thailand right now. And the first thing I want to do is I want to show you a little bit of him hitting some pads, so you can get a sense of his striking skill level. So let's jump into that right away. His round kicks, like one of the things is he's always hit really hard. He's pretty tall, probably like 6'1", 6'2", I'm guessing, but you can see the pad holder shifting from the kicks. And that's something you don't see that often, right? When you see the pad holders, they're just boom, they're taking the impact. But he cracks in really hard on his shot. So that's cool to see that even the pad holder is feeling it. Now, Josh, I don't know how many fights he had in Glory, but it was a lot. And Superlek, if you don't remember, one of his more recent fights was a big win over Haggerty. So I'm going to roll that right now so you can re-watch, see how he did in that fight, and then we're going to roll the footage and see Superlek and Jauncey in some rounds together. It's always fun to go back and see what Superlek is up to in his awesome wins. He is fighting Nico Corello in January. And one of the reasons they're probably taking advantage of sparring with Josh is Josh is going to be a very similar body type in terms of weight. Now, he's a weight class up from me and a weight class up from Superlek, but Nico Corello is big. Like, I see him and I go, how can that guy possibly fight at my weight? He looks like he walks at 175, and Josh probably walks at 175 as well, if not even a little bit bigger. So here we go into the sparring. Keep in mind they're sparring very, very polite. You can see there's that little bit of a size difference for sure. Even off balance Superlek a little bit there. Good back and forward play time. Nice pause there from Josh. He threw the hook. He went, okay, there's no opportunity to follow up. Took a pause and then threw that little inverted uppercut. Good fake. Nice push through there, even though it was dealt with. Good low kick from Superlek for sure. Cut the angle. Little off balance. Lands again on him. Just maintaining a little bit more distance, right? Superlek would probably want to be a little closer. Josh using his range really well. They're very smiley back and forward. Nice front kick there to create distance. Maintains it to the check. And good off balance. Off balances him even through the check. So you can see that when you watch these two guys spar, and we have to keep in mind that sparring is always different than a fight. There's so many other elements to take into account. But nonetheless, Josh is looking really good. Skill level wise, you're not going, oh my gosh, the best in the world is outclassing everybody. And this is why it's important to watch people that you've sparred, spar against people who are better than you in your mind. You realize that, oh, the difference is not that substantial in skill level. Once you reach a certain point, it's small amounts and not these big, massive differences. And sometimes styles add up. So you see somebody who looks really good, you see your sparring partner against them, and then you go and spar and you're like, wow, I did great. Because styles don't mesh as well, and somebody can struggle much more with you than they would somebody else. So that was fun for me. Josh is looking good, he's looking strong. Will we see him back in kickboxing or MMA at some point? I'm not 100% sure, but I would love to see that. Guys, we have a great sale on at Strike Ready right now for the end of the year. The 2 courses for a fantastic price. I'm gonna roll that, and I will see you back here soon for another video. There are only a handful of strikers in the world who have 2 glory belts. There are even fewer who can add to that belts from China and 2 Bellator belts. All of this makes me the perfect instructor to help you improve your striking skills. Both my offense and defense training systems are available for a limited time for $99. The regular price for this is normally $299, which means you're going to be saving over $200. And understand that I'm going to be able to teach you things that only a 6-time pro world champion knows. This is the best way to be fully equipped for your fighting in 2025. Join my offense and defense course and take those striking skills to the next level. It is championship level stuff that you can't get anywhere else.